Did you watch that game between Hearts and Bichi?
No, please, I couldn't.
Boring ball.
I was I think offensive improve. Yes.
Boring game, pal.
Yeah.
Listen, at the same time,
trap game. It was goalless.
City was playing
Tottenham.
Yeah. If you switch and you're watching both games, most of the football and your crowd.
You're far behind, eh?
And
your coach has been complaining. He's been explaining why you guys couldn't grab the 3 maximum points.
Which of course was very, very needed because
United
had lost by 3 goals to 1.
Yeah, to Heart of Lions.
Yes.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yes.
And so
it was an opportunity to.
And again, league leaders, Mediama Sporting Club, had lost to Nations FC on Friday. And so the win could have cushioned the crowds in terms of their quest to win the Ghana Premier League trophy.
Disappointed performance.
You couldn't even score a goal.
We couldn't.
But goal scoring has been a problem for our crowds this season. Yeah.
And of course, if you look at the statistics, where we're told that Bichim this year have a very poor away record.
Yeah.
I think it was bad on our part.
Really, really bad.
On our part that we could not.
But again, it speaks to the fact that Accra's folk have not been well. They've not been doing well at home.
We were blaming Accra's Stadium.
You switch to Lagos to the wins are not coming.
Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Betway, get way more. Alright, let's begin with this troubling story because over 3,000 seats at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium have been destroyed following clashes between senior high school students in the Ashanti region over the past 2 weeks. According to the Ashanti Regional Public Relations Officer of the National Sports Authority, that is the NSA, Patience Adams Mensah, 455 seats were broken in a day after Kumasi Senior High School clashed with Kumasi Senior High Technical School and Sim Senior High School as well, respectively, during the inter-school football competition. Last week, chaos erupted again between students during the Technical and Vocational Education and Training, that is the VET athletics event, as well as the GES's Inter-School Athletics event. In total, 3,955 seats have been damaged, with the Inter-School Athletics still ongoing at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Here is the Ashanti Regional PRO of the National Sports Authority, Patience Adams Mensah, speaking to the Lali at Yase.
Last week, Monday, Tuesday, that was the TV. They had their athletics, they broke some seats. And the middle game that they played under the GES, they also broke some of the seats. The day that Kumasi High, between them and the KSTS, they were having a fight. And then as a result, some of the seats were broken. And then around early hours of 3, that same day, Kumasi High again and the Fence, they also added up. So for the TV, we invited them and informed them they were aware when the seat was broken. Put together, we are having 3,955 seats broken.
Okay, but the NSA, don't you have security men during these competitions?
We have. You see, when you are having a program, apart from the Premier League that we write to the security services to come and help us, the event organizers, we put it across to them. That is a must. You have to bring the medical team and then together with the security, because we have to protect life and property. The police has been coming, but they are not enough. And these children, they are not afraid of these security men.
Now we hear it will cost around 500 Ghana cedis to fix a broken seat at the Baba Yara Sports. The Madam Patience Adams, the PRO for the NSA Ashanti region, confirmed to Love Sports efforts are underway to have the institutions involved fix the broken seats.
We've made advanced arrangements, having letters all together with GES to come and fix them. So according to them, they are waiting for the schools to do the payment. They've written to the schools involved, and the headmasters have admitted that they will do the payment for them to do the needful. So we are on that, and then they have added on this one. And as you know, it will still take the same process. For us, if they will bring the money, fine. We will consult the contractor, and then he will come and do the fixing. But if they have agreed that they are importing the seats and they have contracted someone to come and do it, we are just trusting God that it won't take much longer time. But looking at the bureaucracy involving this, now they are saying they don't take money from the students, they are not getting subvention from the government, and it's a whole lot of issues.
All right, Patience Adams Mensah speaks for the Ashanti NSA. Years of indiscipline occasioned distraction at the Baba Yara Sports, and whenever students go for their games in there. Away from that story, and exactly a year ago, tragedy struck Asante Kotoko and Ghana football when Stone supporter Francis Yamfrimpong, aka Nana Pole, was stabbed to death in Nswatre when Kotoko traveled to play in Nswatreman FC in the Ghana Premier League.
Misibete mi twemi kuno mitia mi twemi kuno wakra me anoba mi kuno wakra me kani tu mi kuno kra me wokodru ye mi kuno flame wakache mi so ye ma misi yes wakache mi se ma ne ulem misi mo be ulem mate tino krok mi kuno wona me ntise mi kuno Jesus rade wo me mo ba wate.
So sad indeed. That was the wife of Pole Gifty, when Last Sports caught up with her after the tragic incident. 12 months after the incident, the killer has still not been apprehended. But what's the latest on the court cases involving all those that were mentioned? My colleagues on Insure FM have been speaking to Safuduku Esquire, who speaks for Asante Kotoko.
So, our court from the time when police report investigations are more arrest. Could be the Sunyani district got be no. Hona awa bisine. Only say nipa 8 eto no. Yedikai every Monday omo ma ebinum bill ebi be ka ho. Eventually omo nyina nya bill. Conditions wo ho. But ensure that make progress be our court because police no train omo forensic report. Enti ye train a new magistrate Albertwasu. Train police report to be free forensic aba na ihu direction case Nico.
I'm sure there'll be more on this particular story later today at 3:05 p.m. on the Last Sports Blitz Extra with Delali, Atias, and the rest of the sports team. But for now, let's talk about the Ghana Premier League, because match day 1 of the Premier League delivered a blend of late drama, frustration for title hopefuls, and vital wins in the survival race across the country on Sunday. Hearts of Oak were held to a goalless draw by a disciplined Bechem United at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, missing the chance to fully capitalize on drop points above them. Bibiani Gold Stars snatched a dramatic stoppage time victory at the Dance Park as defender Kelvin Opon struck deep into added time to secure a 1-0 win over Swedru All Blacks. And Diana FC also failed to seize their moment in the title race, settling for a frustrating goalless draw against 10-man FC Samatex 1996 at the Nana Ajmabadu Park. Bashake Holy Stars boosted their survival hopes with a commanding 2-0 win over Brekum Chelsea. Now, Kerala United also ended their winless run with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Hawaii United on Sunday at the Tamale Sports Stadium. Young Apostles also found relief at the Wenchi Sports Stadium, ending a 6-game winless streak with a comfortable 3-0 win over 11 Wonders. On Saturday, Dreams FC were left frustrated after surrendering to a 2-goal lead to draw 2-2 with Vision FC at the new Ajay Kraku, the second sports complex in Tema Newtown. Asante Kotoko squandered a golden opportunity to close the gap on Premier League Summit after suffering a 3-1 defeat to Heart of Lions on Saturday. On Friday, Mediama Sporting Club's remarkable 17-game unbeaten streak in the Premier League came to a crashing halt on Friday afternoon after a spirited 2-1 defeat to Nations FC at the Dr. Kwame Sports Complex in Abranca. Now, time to get you post-match reactions from the managers. And Nations FC manager Stephen from Paul Manson was excited. They beat Mediama to pick the 3 maximum points on Friday.
No, I think you can see the atmosphere around the stadium. I think we needed these points, and I think we worked very hard for it. It's not something that came by chance. We worked very hard for the win. Yeah. Before the game, I told them about a certain situation, and then it happened. So I was reminding them that this is what I was telling you. But then they were all confident. I mean, it was early, but we didn't want it to have effect on us. So we calmed our nerves and then tried to go for the game. So for me, I think it was a very nice win for us. Yeah.
Now, Mediama Sporting Club head coach Ibrahim Tanko after the game said the defeat was painful.
I think after the first goal, definitely we allowed them to take every ball, all the second balls they won. So, and the pressure was too high, and I don't know why, but I mean, this is a game. Anyhow, you are going to lose a game, but I think here is very painful. Of course, I mean, this is a set pieces. Every player have his opponent, but sometimes you can do everything and they will score. But I think we have the better chances in terms of clear chances in play. And we lose today. We are going to prepare very well and then see what the next.
Mediama Sporting Club head coach Ibrahim Tanko speaking. The Hearts of Oak head coach Masudi Dramani was not pleased with the outcome of their game against Bechem United, which ended goalless on Sunday.
Yeah, for them, they will say it's a fair result because right from the onset, we could see that is what they want to do. They stay and go on the breaks. But we could have also lost the game because inside situation is really, really very, very tough. But I think that we were disappointing.
What was lacking in today's game?
I think that we need the agency, we need the energy, to propel so many good aspects that we had on the ball, and then we need the initiative to unlock that one with a little bit of creativity and responsibility.
We can now listen to Asante Kotoko head coach Karim Zito, who was disappointed after losing to Heart of Lions on Saturday.
This is football for you. I wasn't expecting this score because seriously, we prepared well for this game, and most. Especially the set pieces they scored every 2 goals. Well, we've been practicing how to defend and how to attack on set pieces. So maybe today is one of those days in football. As I said from the beginning, I wasn't expecting this result. But this football for you. Today, when you look at our wide wingers, they didn't operate the way I wanted them to do. You understand? But it's like it will be okay till later on that I try to change, because it goes I easily score through the wings. Today my wingers did not do well, so that's brought these issues all together.
Karim Dito is head coach of Asante Kotoko. Heart of Lions head coach Bashir Hayford says it was not easy beating Asante Kotoko, but he's elated they were able to grab the 3 maximum points.
Well, I think it was not an easy match. It was a tough match because we also prepared for it. They prepared and we also prepared. By the end of the game, we see that we dominated play. And so we got the 3 points, which is very good for us because of how we were struggling for the last 5 matches. I think this one will ginger us up for the FA Cup and then the subsequent league matches. So it was a tough game, but we were able to manage it. Yeah, but because if they pull one back, it's left with one. So any other mistake we commit, it will be draw.
Bashir here for the set coach of Heart of Lions. They're now to the Ghana Premier League table after week 21. Mediama Sporting Club still lead the table with 43 points. Adriana FC follow with 36 points. Hearts of Oak are third with 36 points. Gold Star sit fourth with 36 points. Asante Kotoko sit fifth with 35 points. Now to the drop zone. Brekum Chelsea back in the 16th position with 23 points. Hawker United are 17th with 20 points. And 11 Wonders are 18th with 9 points after 21 matches. Now from the Ghana Premier League to how Ghanaian players performed abroad over the weekend, and Semenyo scored again for Manchester City.
Roderick, Silva, Semenyo, inevitable. Antoine Semenyo scores yet again for Manchester City, and for the second time in 3 weeks, he's put a nail into Spurs.
Yes, in the Premier League, Antoine Semenyo scored for Manchester City in their 2-2 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. In the English Championship, Ghanaian duo Fatawu Shayaku and captain of the Black Stars Jordan Ayew were involved in Leicester City 2-0 defeat to Charlton. In Spain, in the Spanish La Liga, Kwesi Sibo played 70 minutes of action for Real Oviedo in their 1-0 win over Girona. In Italy, in the Serie A, Ibrahim Sulemana scored his first goal of the season for Cagliari in their 4-0 win over Verona. Kamadin Sulemana saw 73 minutes of action in Atalanta game versus Como. In France, Ali Desedi saw 34 minutes of action for Rennes in their 4-0 defeat to AS Monaco. In Netherlands, Ghanaian duo Dennis Odoi and Kamasua and as well as Andre Dede Ayew were involved in NAC Brothers 2-2 draw against FC Twente. In the Switzerland League, Lawrence Atizigi was involved in St. Gallen's 2-2 draw against Luzern. And then in the Turkish Super League, Jerome Opoku saw 90 minutes of action for Basaksehir in their 2-2 draw against Rizespor before Nicolas Opoku played 90 minutes for Kasim Pasa in their 1-0 defeat to Samuspor. Now, to quick update on the ongoing Ashanti Regional under 17 soccer competition being organized by the Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakwin over the weekend, were in Offenswa Hinkro for Zone 4, and in the end, Afija Kwabri North and Afija Kwabri South qualified to the next stage of the competition. Now, Offenswa North DC Honorable Caesar was there to monitor the games, and he's calling for female inclusion in the next edition.
I do agree. You know, it's long overdue, and I am also advocating that we should add female parts. You see, it shouldn't be only the boys. No. We should also as well introduce a female part of it, so that we can get talent for the boys and then for the girls.
Honorable Caesar is Offensive North DC speaking to the Laliatias. Now to news around the world.
Whips in across its left and turned in, and Arsenal have got their third, and it's Victor Gyökeres.
Movement by Caicedo and by João Pedro. It's away, Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea do lead. Chelsea all probably will win. João trying to get across. That's brilliant from Ekitike. Oh, he's on a roll now. 2 goals back to back from Liverpool's fantastic Frenchman.
Bruno Fernandes, and he's in behind, gets an early ball into the box. Šeško inside the area. Šeško at the Stretford end. Manchester United never die. Top corner, 3-2. Benjamin Šeško.
Oh, brilliant Conor Gallagher. Players in white waiting in the middle, including Solanke. Can you believe that? The audacity. And Spurs from 2 down have leveled it.
Yeah, Dominic Solanke's stunning scorpion kick saw Tottenham must recover from a decimal first half, showing to rescue a 2-2 draw against Manchester City, whose inability to defend a 2-goal lead saw the title race further in Arsenal's favour. We'll listen to Pep Guardiola later today at 3:05 p.m. on the last Sports Blaze Extra. But in the other matches, Everton drew with Brighton, Arsenal won at Leeds, Bournemouth defeated Wolves, Chelsea also accounted for West Ham, while Liverpool thrashed Newcastle United. Brentford beat Aston Villa, Man United beat Fulham, while Palace held Nottingham Forest to a draw. In Spain, Real Madrid beat Real Vallecano. Levante held Atletico Madrid, while Barcelona won at Elche. In Italy, Napoli beat Fiorentina. Inter Milan won at Cremonese. Juventus also beat Parma. Before, in the German Bundesliga, Bayer Leverkusen accounted for Eintracht Frankfurt. Bayern Munich also played a 2-2 draw against Hamburger SV, and Dortmund also beat Heidenheim in there. Let's wrap up with the Australian Open because it was concluded over the weekend. Carlos Alcaraz won a pulsating Australian Open final to become the youngest man to complete a career Grand Slam, ended Novak Djokovic's latest attempt to land a 25th major title in the process. The 22-year-old immediately collapsed on the court in celebration after clinching a 2-6, 6-2, 6-3, 6-7, 5 victory in Melbourne. Here is Carlos Alcaraz after the match.
Obviously, first of all, I just wanted to talk about Novak. I think, he deserves an ovation for sure. You're talking about how I'm doing the things and amazing things, but what you're doing is really inspiring. Not for only the players, the tennis players, but the athlete, all the person around the world. For me as well. Just putting the right work, hard work every day with your team, every tournament you go.
Carlos Alcaraz speaking after winning the Australian Open. For the women, Elena Rybakina inflicted further Grand Slam final heartbreak on world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka with a dramatic third set fight back to win her first Australian Open title, winning 6-4, 4-6, 6-4. Here is Elena Rybakina after the match.
It's hard to find words now, but of course I want to congratulate Aryna with amazing results for a couple of years, and I know it's tough, but I just hope that we're going to play many more finals together, and of course congrats to your team for all the improvements, a great job you've done. I want to say thank you, of course, to you guys for such an...
All right, Elena Rybakina speaking after winning the Australian Open, bringing an end to the Last Sports Center, part of the Last Sports team, brought to you in association with Rush Energy Drink. Stay active and energized. Bet says bet now and get way more. Later today at 3:05 p.m, we are meeting on the Last Sports Blitz Extra with Delali, Atias, and the rest of the sports team. For now, David Akwete, Eugene was 82, and Leo Stanley will continue with